The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
Well, my girl's got the sweetest pussy.
Hey, welcome to Sin City Bounty.
.com. No, wait, I practiced. But I thought you were gonna. Okay.
Welcome to Sin City Bounty.
.com.
I got that part. I've been practicing, guys.
I had been.
Guys, can I do the .com? I've been practicing.
And then it's her turn.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Fernie has joined us to help us recreate Saturday night with the drunken Plush party that we broadcast from. We've got some great videos from that. You can go on our Ustream and see those now until we get them loaded up to our YouTube channel.
When I'll get that done.
That's okay. I don't know what it is, but I can't for some reason get it up there. So
No problem.
but as soon as we can, and if for some reason even Toxie can't get them up, I will eventually download.
She will get it up.
Always
get it up.
I mean,
I will eventually download them,
No
and at the
question.
very least put them up on our website, Sin City Bounty.
.com. Sorry. I was thinking of Gary. When he's about getting it up, but never mind. Sorry.
Anyway, everybody was so pretty on Saturday. Our view from our table was phenomenal.
It was pretty awesome.
The plaza has what is it like?
Pop art.
Pop art. Painted on the side of their building. If you check out our Instagram, I'm not sure if it transferred or for some reason none of our Instagram photos transferred over to our Sin City Bounty Facebook. So go to our Instagram, SinCityBounty.com, and stop playing with my boob.
I can't help it, but I realize I'm not in camera, and it's like,
if you happen to go to our Instagram, you will see the most amazing picture that is now my screensaver
Oh, cool.
at home.
What? Me?
Your Captain Morgan pose.
Oh, we're
Oh!
I'm
That was a
totally
cute
wrapped
pose.
around the
Yeah.
tripod.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Her
one
leg
of the,
up.
that is one of the sexiest pictures I've ever seen of you.
Because, you have great legs. Even
You know,
Jacob.
I know. I don't understand that. Like, everybody oohs and ahs about my legs,
They're
but I look at them and
gorgeous.
I'm just like, nah, legs.
No, they're gorgeous.
They're
They are.
pretty.
See, I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
They're pale as pale can be.
But
Anyway,
they're
we got to
shaking.
meet a bunch of great people. A lot of people who just came in. There was Poetic
Poeticate.
Kit,
It's like etiquette, but he's a poet. He's a poeticate.
who just happened to stumble upon the party, never heard of a BBW event before. And then there was the gentleman who'd been coming for like 45 million years.
The Davester.
The Davester's only been coming for a few years, but the very first time he came was maybe 3 years ago. We interviewed him the very first time, and Davester, you were nervous, boy. You were nervous. I'll never forget that one. And I also remember it because it was the first time I was asked for a photo. Like, he had recognized me from the show, and he's like, "Can I get a photo with you?" And I'm like, "This is a first. I've never."
And now it's a constant.
Of course, this was an Excellence BBW event, but the party was put on by Jacob Palmer and Katie Finn from Plush BBW. And Plush BBW is local, so look for local events. Just type in Plush BBW, you'll be able to find their website and their social media and see all the fabulous pictures that they took from that event. And we are usually always invited to all of their events. So more than likely you'll see us integrated with them as much as possible because we love both Jacob and Katie.
Yeah.
Yep, we go to all their stuff. We don't always broadcast because sometimes we just want to party.
And the club location, while it's a phenomenal location, it's really hard to.
No
to
place for
broadcast
us to
from
play.
here. There's
Not
just
unless
nowhere.
we're standing in the corner with one of our cell phones with the Ustream app, just Facebook living in the
And
corner.
we're holding
from
a
phone.
microphone by our mouth, and
Yeah.
we're like.
Yeah, they do make microphones we can plug into our cell phones now, which I'm super duper excited about. So I'm thinking about getting one. I'm turning into Silent Mike. Just so you guys know, I've already priced out wireless microphones and new headsets.
Are we gonna Britney Spears it up in here one of these days?
Yes, like I'm working in McDonald's, and I'm like doing fries with that. Like I've always dreamed of one of those headsets.
Well, you can get one now. McDonald's is hiring.
With the big keyboard on the other side of your head.
Yeah.
Well, I said we're not gonna nerd it up in here. Good Lord, I'm not bringing my own personal equipment in.
Yeah.
I think we should get the TEDx little lavalier
I
mics
was
that
gonna
have the flesh-toned microphone cover on it,
Yeah.
so you can't
can always be
tell.
like-
Well, if you want to get real about it, I'm gonna drop a name right here, and y'all could maybe send us some samples. So Plantronics makes these really amazing,
Pantronics, you say?
with an L, Plantronics
Yeah.
makes this really amazing headset that just goes over the ear here, and it's a tiny little
Yes.
clear plastic tube with a little metal inducer at the end, and it just picks up everything, and it's clear
So-
and perfect and amazing.
So I used those in a call center. I used to train in a call center, and we had the clear Plantronics, and we tried a few different versions, but the clear one was the best. But it will pick up everything. Like one of us farts, and it is picking it up.
They're better these days. They are exterior noise canceling ones now, so it's more like a cell phone microphone. So it really only picks up what's like right there.
Because they used to get, on the other side of the what are those
wall.
things called?
Cubicle.
Cubicles. It would get my reps on the other side. And they're like, it's dual conversations. And they're
Yeah.
like, they're holding it close, like, I'm so sorry you can hear that.
She had gassy lunch.
There was a concert at the Plaza along with Plush Party, along with the Excellence event. And Sierra down there got the last of the valet parking. So the rest of us...
That's because I got there early.
The rest of us had to park in the parking garage where we had to pay $20 up front.
The France was that about?
She said France.
I was like, a hand job better come with that $20.
So Fern and I, we spiral the parking garage to get all the way to the top. I
Fifth
swear to
floor.
God, on every floor, she sees someone she recognizes. So I screech to a stop, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" This woman knows everyone. A trip of 5 minutes across a room will take you 35 minutes from all the people that she's been around because Fernie gets around. Just
No! I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. My boyfriend's
gets-
listening, so let's be, no, we can tease me. He's
You're
got a
just
great
so
sense.
friendly, and everybody
am.
knows you.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hard to have you sitting there with us at the interview table.
I know, I felt so bad. Everybody's like, Fern! And
I
then
just
they come
started.
running over.
I just started turning her mic
Yeah,
off.
and I was leaning over like this. I'm on the radio. I can't talk. And they were like,
Sierra wants to get a big flashing neon sign
Yes.
that says "On Air."
Yeah.
On air.
or I'm going to
mean-
hold it and go, don't talk to me.
Because what part of headphones on our
Right.
heads,
And a
microphone
microphone
in my mouth says, "Please come talk to me."
But they did. They were scared. Fine. They come
Well,
right
even
over.
when you're not there, that happens all the
Oh,
time.
good.
It does.
At the Well-Rounded, it happened so many times, and because I was sitting on the end, I mean, they come right up to me
Right.
and they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, and I don't take no shit from these motherfuckers no more. I turn right on them, mic live. We're live on the air, like right now. Like, could you
Wait.
not?
And then what happened this last one? I thought a throwdown was going to happen because this guy's like, I saw you talking to them. And she's like, they're my friends.
They're my friends, motherfucker. I like them. I don't even know you. I seen them naked. Most of them.
I love remotes.
I don't
Yeah.
remember. Remotes are the greatest.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. You get to meet so many people, and then all the crap that happens at them are just even more fun. Now, you stayed
I did stay.
after we stopped broadcasting.
I heard
So-
you and my boyfriend bonded.
We did. We totally hung out. We totally bonded. We were like doing little dances in the pool, synchronized swimming.
Over steak and egg burritos.
And I went home and got a steak and egg burrito.
I knew you
And then I
would.
was so like, I'm going to have to tell you to tell him. I got one on the way home. Yes, we talked about Del Taco. We talked about him being a best man.
A maid of honor. He is the maid of honor. And I so wanted her to make him wear a dress, but she's not going to.
I asked her as well because he introduced us, and I asked her, and She said she has a great one with some pumps, but I think it was just to get me out of there.
I know he would, if she really wanted him, because they've been best friends for years, so if she really wanted him to, he would do it. And it would be awesome, and I would take pictures and post them on the social media accounts that he doesn't have.
And I told them the story of how I tried to petition to be my brother's best man.
Yeah.
And when he denied me, I at least tried to push to go to their bachelor party here in Vegas, but he was afraid I would hit on his friends.
Which
I
is
would.
true.
Yeah.
So
There's that.
I didn't get to go.
Damn it.
Still disappointed.
I bet. How many guys were there?
Oh, a lot.
See?
Like, I want to say like 8 of them flew out, and then they had other people who they knew.
That was
so-
pretty chintzy of your brother.
You know, you should have figured out which stripper company they hired, and then you could have just
Yeah.
told them you want to volunteer for that party and just showed up as the stripper.
Well, his best friend got like this gorgeous suite for them, and then he got rooms for all the other guys, and I'm like, hey, bud, like,
Right.
what about me?
Exactly.
Like, I'm practically your sister. So I tried.
So how late did you stay at the Plush party? Did Jacob have to kick everyone out again like he normally does at his parties?
It was, at the time that I left, it was getting even busier.
Wow.
So what happened is that there was a strip event, a BBW strip event.
Yes.
So everybody who was at that
Came
came
over.
here after. And then who should I see in the pool? Jaspy.
Oh, I missed him. He was here for the
He
week and I
said he
missed
would be
him.
upset, and so he comes in the pool and he comes over and he's like, hi. Because
I
he
was
knew-
looking at strippers.
because he knew he wasn't. I said, where were you? Did you go to the strip event? He's like, I know Alexi is going to be upset. But
No, I'm not upset.
he told me he ate a lot of meat.
And was feeling meat sick?
He was tired.
Oh, he was in a meat
So
coma.
he was in a meat
Coma.
coma. So he said, like, he's like, I had ribs and I had chicken and I had steak. And then later I saw a post from a barbecue place on his social media. So he must have really went to town on it, and therefore he missed us.
Comb it out.
Okay, so let me lay something out here. Jasper, I love you. I think you're one of the most beautiful people in the world, but you do you, hun. I prefer people who are themselves and revel in it and just do that. That's okay. I'm cool with that. All right.
Sexy Jaspy.
Now we stopped recording at 1 because I had school the next day. I actually had school the next day.
I had to work the
You
next
had
day.
to work the next day
I-
and the following day.
Since Friday, I have worked 14 hours of overtime. We had this huge thing that was happening in California that we had to prepare for, and we had to pack boxes and crates, and we had to load a truck, and we had to pack more boxes and more crates and load them into the truck, and then today, like, everybody was gone because they're all in California, and the receptionist is on vacation, so I'm at the office today, and at noon, the only other 2 dudes who were there, they were like, we're done with our work, peace out, they left. I was there till 5 o'clock all by myself. Well, not all by myself. I brought the boy with me to work today. But I know nobody listens. Nobody that I work with listens to this. So I totally cruised porn on my phone. Not on the company computers, but on my phone. I was watching the porns all day.
The one time Sierra's boss is watching.
Sierra's boss don't know how to get to this shit. So it was great though, because I was given 2 assignments to do, and I finished one of them on Friday and the other one at like 9:30 this morning. So I was just like, porn all day. It was great.
So are you fully recovered? Did you get to drink a lot?
No, all that I drank. I blew my my drinking money on parking. I was done.
Yeah, because the drinks were a tad expensive
They
up there.
were. So I'm like, well, there goes that. I had a friend bring me down something in a cup.
More expensive than we're used to. We're
Yeah.
usually used to free drinks.
We're used to old man bars where it's like $3 for a double. So
So if we're paying $5 for a drink,
Oh no, it was
that's a little
like
expensive.
$10.
It was
at
like
least.
$10 a
and
drink
that's
up
just
there.
if you buy the
Standard.
drink
The
that they had or
standard drink,
something.
yeah.
Well drinks.
Yeah. So my friend brought me down a cup with some brown stuff in it, and she's like, "Drink it, it'll be good." So I'm like, All right. But I only had a couple sips, and that
Can I
really
put
was
brown
it.
stuff in a cup and make you drink it? Can it be this girl? Can it be that girl with the cup?
And a cup?
Won't be this
No,
girl.
but it was somebody that I knew would. It was Desi, and so I knew she wouldn't, put anything crazy in there. So otherwise, I'd end up in
She
her
might
room.
put Jaeger in there.
No, it wasn't Jaeger. It had to be like maybe rum or
Whiskey.
or just something brown.
Just drinking the brown fluids.
So I had a couple sips, and that was it. And the rest of the night I smuggled in a big Smart Water. So
Fish don't pee in
that was
it.
it. Yeah.
I love Smart Water because fish don't pee in it.
Fish don't pee in my Smart Water.
Fish have peed in every drop of water you've ever drank, and so have people. So there you go.
Well, speaking of, I'd like to let you guys know, I know we discussed it ahead of time. I did not pee in the pool.
That's great. I prefer my ools pee-free.
I did see people having sex.
In the pool?
In the pool.
Oh,
I did see. I almost forgot. Best part.
Where
sitting-
the fuck was I?
I was sitting
I was
on, Big Kitty Eve had gotten a big bench, one of those flat things. So I was sitting on there, and she leans over and she goes, people having sex in the pool. And I look.
Were they
and
sitting in the
sure enough-
loungers?
No, they were on the left-hand side. I'm assuming there's maybe some seats there
There's
or
some
something.
stairs.
Isn't there always
He
something
was
sexual
down.
happening at a Plush event?
Yeah, but
Yes.
not as obvious. This was obvious. This was very much
Oh.
like she was rhythmic. She was like,
Water just
she was
splashing.
on it.
Was it like that scene out of Showgirls?
Remember? I don't remember Showgirls. I mean, I remember what it is, but
There's a pool where the girl who's like innocent and being turned into a hooker through stripping, she's being fucked in a pool and there's just like water splashing all over all of them and coming up between them and she's just like laying back, like, oh, that thing.
yeah, this is Jessie from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Jessie from Saved by the Bell.
Elizabeth.
No,
It's
not,
Jessie
not
from
Berkeley.
Saved by the Bell.
It's Jessie.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
What was her name? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to talk about this week?
Sex in a pool. Who was having sex in a pool? Did
I
anybody
don't
we
know
know?
who they were. No, but somebody told me I can't call anybody out.
Don't call them.
Somebody told me they know where they're from. They weren't from Vegas. But
Oh.
somebody came over and said, yeah, they're from blah, 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 blah.
Canada? You damn Canadians.
I'm like, oh.
Putting your
I didn't know
Canadian
that
pee in
goes
our
on
pool.
there.
Definitely nice in their own country.
So,
Figure they leave the borders their own
They just
world.
jizz all over America. Just blah, 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 blah.
so
Let's put a
guys,
different kind of pee in the pool.
Speaking of jizz, I just want to let you know that the sperm count of Western men are plummeting.
Well,
I'm sorry, say that again?
The sperm count of Western men are plummeting.
that's
So
anything
the sperm
not
counts
Asia.
of men in North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand are plunging.
This is a bad thing
There's
because
been a well, maybe some guys want their sperm.
Hey, closer and closer to a handmaiden world.
listen, we got about 4.5 billion more people than are absolutely necessary on this planet. We can get rid of all of them.
All of them, like Walking Dead.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do this apocalypse Walking Dead style.
I know,
Fuck
just
that.
take away their health care.
That'll kill all of us.
That's a great idea. So there's been a 52% decline in sperm concentration, 59% decline in total sperm count over a 40-year period.
Did Johnson
For everyone
and
except the
Johnson
Duggars.
conduct this study or something? Or, I mean, where does this come from?
The study is
Trojan.
from Dr. Haggai Levine of Hebrew University of Jerusalem.
So the Jews are studying the Western men's sperm count now?
I've been doing that for years, and I don't get credit for it.
Me neither.
I don't understand.
I've done a
You
complete
could get a grant for that.
Can I?
Probably.
like
Be like,
I'd like to sample and create a flavor profile of semen.
You had curry.
You could probably
you
get a grant
had
for that.
pineapple. You had mango.
let's get on this. I mean, I'll present with you,
Yeah.
but like, let's get on this. So just so I'm aware, we want a grant to test samples.
Taste test from the source. because we don't
Samples of
want
sperm.
there to be any cross contamination. So we've got to take it directly from the source. It can't transfer hands in another lab, go into a cup. It's just got to go straight into the taste.
It's probably better to keep the cup out of it.
It's got to go straight into the tasting unit.
Yuck.
Right on in.
I have
My
visions
mouth.
of Jello pudding. Stop.
Wait, if it's like Jello pudding, I think something's off.
Greek yogurt.
Look, as long as it doesn't look like cottage cheese, we are all right.
Like Greek yogurt, that's like
thick, yucky.
thick and
Sour and delicious.
Don't ruin Greek yogurt for me, damn it.
You're the one that are giving me the images, all right? Just saying.
I like
I
pudding.
want nothing to do with this test.
Yeah.
I was almost going to do a Bill Cosby impersonation. Right now, but I did not.
No.
Because I am not a date rapist.
Yes.
Unless you ask me to be.
volunteer for the study.
Yes, they will.
Yes.
So volunteer.
Do you ladies plan on being the taste testers?
Yes.
Or you-
I plan on being. Who was that famous female rapper who supposedly drank a gallon of semen?
Here, do you need some water?
You just volunteered to swallow a boatload of cum, girl. Woo!
Oh my goodness.
See what I can get Toxie to
You
do?
can't make this shit up. You just can't. Don't backwash in my water, woman.
It's like building a colony in my throat.
Oh my goodness.
Chug.
Chug.
That's what we're going to be saying in the testing unit, too.
Thank you for not spewing on us. Damn it.
Okay, so I've now determined the universe has now told me that I'm not going to be able, if I couldn't handle a bug going in my throat,
Let's talk about selling
I
panties.
probably not will be.
Are you selling your panties?
No.
Yes, but I do want to talk about
Yes.
that.
Let's change subject from that to panties.
No more sperm. We're still going to do the study. I will watch.
Are you gonna do the recording?
I'm sure you could probably get enough volunteers to do the taste testing as well.
But I want to get paid to do it.
No,
so.
I know, but you're going to be
let
the
me-
main. Like you're the head of this.
Okay. I'm gonna give you one suggestion.
Okay.
If you're actually going to do this study, if you're actually going to pursue this, make it so bad that you win an award.
One of those,
One of those
really-
ignobles, right?
Yes, we'll do the
make
ignobles.
it so bad that at least you win an award for it. That's all I ask. That way I can send, hey, my friend won an ignoble.
So it's called an ignoble.
Yes. They are
There's a
they're awards for the worst science experiments that have happened every year.
Is it kind of like a Razzie for the movies?
It's kind of like yeah. It's like what somebody like did something on duck sperm one time and shit like that. So the ignobles are ridiculous. The
hilarious.
the things that people get paid to research
The things
blows
the
my
government
fucking
gives money
mind.
for research for
And
blows
yet-
my mind.
And yet we can't afford health care for people.
But we can do this. It doesn't. We're gonna do this.
We're gonna do
do this. Timothy said, "Now I just want to see a TED Talk with Sierra and Toxie talking about sperm count." We're doing this.
We're doing this. Welcome to TED Talks. Everybody whip your cock out.
For science.
We're going
It's
to
Talk
show
Out
you-
with Your Cock Out. That's the name of our TED Talk.
What did you say it was again?
Talk Out with Your Cock Out. Nobody steal that. TM, registered,
Yeah.
copyright, timestamp. That's our shit right there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Don't steal our TED Talk.
I had to motherfucker all the cameras.
Right.
Too many.
Yeah. Do a sweep.
So it's a great segment into
The panties.
We're selling
Panties.
panties.
So
The
I saw
panties.
an art. Oh, you got some good stuff there. So I saw an article, and then
She
I
does have
shared
good
it on my Toxie page about. We've touched on it before, and it was in Orange is the New Black, but it's selling your panties.
Yeah.
And so, I believe it might have been Tim who joked about Craigslist.
Yes.
So I went on Craigslist.
There are guys who are willing to buy your panties on Craigslist.
There are panties for sale. I had another Jen who sells. She sells all kinds of personal items, romantic, sensual. She also let me know that she has a sale on these panties should I want to go in business. And I thought about it. I'm like, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should get out there, start selling some panties. But then I realized, why am I going to buy brand new, like, sexy panties? Like, you want to buy my panties? You're getting my old shit. The shit that's like, I hope I don't get in an accident in these because they've been around for like years.
And that's the shit guys want.
That's it. That's the shit you're getting. And I'm going to use the money to then buy myself new panties.
That she's not going to sell.
Yeah.
So
Until they get old.
Yeah, until they get old. So I feel that this is a good way to recycle.
I have a great story about this. So somebody approached me on Sierra's Facebook page, not profile, the actual Sierra fan page, and asked me if they could buy my silver bra, because there's a picture of me doing a bra shot in it. Asked me if they could buy it. I said, sure, $200 US. And he said, well, that's like some odd money in British pounds, or in Scottish pounds. And I'm like, number one, ain't no such thing as a Scottish pound. And number two, the bra costs $60, plus I got to ship it to your ass. So yeah, $200.
That would include all the shipping.
That includes all the shipping and everything. And he was like, that's a bit much. And I'm like, price is firm, $200. He's like, but I really want to buy it. And I'm like, and I'll really sell it to you.
Ask me next week.
For $200. For $200. So yeah, I'll sell you my bra for
you
$200.
You could feed yourself out of her bra. I mean, it's like a
You can
it's
feed
like
your family
it's like
out
a
of her
chili
bra.
bowl. Yeah.
It's not a chili bowl. It's a big serving bowl that you serve rice out of at Asian family dinners.
You can hold fruit in it.
You can keep your fruit on the counter.
I do.
You put a
Melons.
dozen bananas, melons, big old watermelon in that cup.
So think of it as a practical purchase as opposed to
It's
just.
also big enough to put on your head. So if
Which
you
I've
are
done.
one
Yes.
of those like weird Scottish Jews who don't know that there's no such thing as a Scottish pound, you could wear it on your head as a yarmulke.
And keep your ears warm. It would go that low.
Yeah.
It does.
I've had someone put mine on for a hat.
I should try and put yours on my ass and see if one of my cheeks fits in one of your cups.
I am going to bring in one of my old bras for you to do that
Let's do
with.
this.
Because I'm not letting you put one in
Cheek
my
to
pretty bra.
cup.
Hashtag.
Tit to cheek.
No, I like cheek to cup.
Cheek to cup.
I don't know.
Cheek to
She
cup.
would give you a run for the money. You're pretty ginormous.
I'm an F.
Yeah, she's like
No,
a...
she's not. She has not been
Z
sized
a lot.
properly in years. You are not an F.
I'm an F.
No, you're not.
What do you think I am?
You're closer to my size. You're an H. Easy.
GH. 2 sizes bigger?
Mm-hmm.
When I got measured, there's a place called Intimate Apparel here in Vegas. And I always thought I was like a 52, 54, double D. No. She'd measured me properly, and our breasts are supposed to, hit right here in that part of our arm. And I'm a 50 E. And I went, no way. I was shocked.
I'm a 42 double H.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
When I got measured, they offered me some Scotch tapes.
Oh, bless you.
I walked into a Victoria's Secret one time just to see if they would measure me, and that girl took one look at me and said, no. The first time Victoria's Secret measured me, she took all my measurements, and then she was literally like had her fingers going, and then she finally looked at me, she goes, I'm really only trained up to a double D. And I was like, well, I guess ain't gonna happen here.
Wow.
But yeah, literally like the last time I went into Victoria's Secret, and I knew they weren't going to measure me. I went in to see if they would even try.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd like to get measured for a bra. And she took one look at me and she went, no. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Torrid.
Yeah.
So
go
let's
to
talk
the
about
teen
our
section.
buddy, our friend, our amour, Sean Spicer.
Aw, spicy.
We love
Spicy.
Sean
Spicy had a
Spicer.
bad week.
We love Sean Spicer because he's great comedic material.
He is. He's hilarious. But as you know, he recently resigned from his position because he doesn't like Scaramucci.
Scaramucci, make me quit my job.
I had
Dango.
no idea.
Oh, I've been watching news all week. So this is my head. This is what Sean, and I'm going to borrow from Calypso, who used to host this show. Sean Spicer heard that Scaramucci was going to be taking over as communications director, and he said, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Peace out, bitches.
I am out of here."
That's funny.
Well, and he felt that because he didn't have the experience, that he was going to end up doing both jobs. So that's why he's like, I'm outie.
That or he was really tired of Melissa McCarthy teasing him.
No, I don't think that was it. I think he had
okay.
fun with that.
I think so too.
I
would
just
have
watched
fun with
something
it.
where he said it was some of it was fun and he laughed at some, but some of it was just mean.
Yeah. Well, from the news stories that I read and from the in-depth what I read about it, he believes that because Scaramucci doesn't have the experience, he is going to take an already chaotic system of the communications office and make it even more chaotic. So it would just lend to the crap that we're getting now. The crap that we have to deal with now is just going to exponentially get worse. And he didn't want anything to do with it.
Good times.
I want you to give me head while you have mentholated lip gloss on.
Isn't that the best?
Oh my God, it was
That's all I use is mentholated lip gloss too.
I'm sorry, I was mesmerized by her putting her lip gloss on, and I'm just juicy wet now. So.
I don't know how to segue into train face.
Yeah.
So, Juicy McJuicerson over here.
Never allow the public to name something.
Especially something that you like.
Yes.
In Sweden, they wanted to name their train. So they put out a poll. What would you like to name this train? And because in Britain, they weren't allowed to name a boat Bodie McBoatface, everybody in Sweden said, well, can we name it Trainy McTrainface? Sweden said, okay. So they're going to allow the name to stand. I've been watching
Sweden.
Occult Killers and Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer all week, and I'm telling you, serial killers have better names for themselves than people, the public, names things. I mean, Children of Thunder is the name of an occult killer group. It was great. There's another one called the Beasts of Satan. But no, Bodie McBoatface. Sometimes they work. Sometimes when the public names things, they work. Like Seattle Seahawks was fan named. Did you know that?
No, that's cool.
That was fan named. But when Greenpeace needed to name their whale, everybody voted for Mr. Splashy Pants.
Oh my goodness.
They kept the name. Mountain Dew had a new apple flavored dew coming out, and
What'd they call it? Shit?
Because that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Apple shite.
they quickly, this was back in 2012, they quickly removed that poll because top contenders were Hitler Did Nothing Wrong,
Oh my goodness.
Gushing Granny,
Oh my goodness.
and Diabetes.
All I can think of is Desiree saying, "You do it too."
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
I got the diabetes. It's
So
me,
that
my
was-
do my Wilford Brimley.
That was one of my favorite stories this week, was Trainy McTrainface and the allowing. So if we ever have to name like your body parts or bras,
There will not be a
there will be no public poll.
There can be a public poll. There will just be no write-in space. You will choose from 4 names that we have generated.
Yeah.
Because Titty McTitterson is just not that.
The thing is, that's what I would guess. That's what I would pick. Like, this to me seems like something I would totally have voted for. I would have written it in.
No write-ins on our polls.
The Bodie McBoatface, by the way, it was some aquatic thing. They decided to name the boat Sir David Attenborough, but they did give a little tiny yellow submarine the name Bodie McBoatface. So,
Even
but that
though
wasn't enough
submarine's
to
not a
appeal
boat.
the public. So,
Trainy McTrainerson.
Yeah.
Trainy McTrainface.
I make, like, every nickname I have has, like, the word Mick in it. Like, Tits McGee.
That's because we Irishmen are a good time.
How good? Just out of curiosity.
You ought to know.
is there anything you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. What about you? You got a story?
I probably have some people.
No.
Mary Beth always says hi.
She did. I think
She-
she already said it in here.
Hi, Mary Beth. Mwah, mwah,
She
mwah.
did.
And then, of course, Gary is trying to watch it. I have to show him how because he couldn't. He's so precious.
So, Gary is your man friend.
He's my boyfriend.
Can you repeat that out loud? In the
What was
mic?
that word? What was that? I couldn't hear you. He's your what? Landlord?
Yeah, Leslie teased me something fair. She said, Fern has been squeeing since I met him. Because, I always go squee and I go like this. I really do that when I post like squee because it makes me happy, and he makes me happy. So she's not far off of Fern's been squeeing since
And what do
she's
you
met
call
him.
him again?
My boyfriend.
Say it again.
You're what?
My
Pinch your
boyfriend.
nipple. She'll say it louder.
My boyfriend.
Congratulations, Gary.
Yeah, there was so much love for us. It was very sweet, and I love it. It's very sweet.
What's his dick like?
And would he be willing to participate in the study?
He is gonna kill me.
We do have a
I'm going to tell you, at some point,
How much
every
does it
single
pay?
one of my friends, I have seen them have sex with a significant other, and sometimes multiple significant others.
Oh my goodness. Luckily, he's in London right now, and won't be back for a couple
So it'll
months.
taste like tea and crumpets.
Fucking strawberries and cream scones, bitches. Booyah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we're going to talk about next?
we were talking about if your boyfriend would participate in the study.
Oh.
See, we plan to offer friends and family
A discount.
minus the family discount.
No,
So
I'll do your family. You can do mine.
Dang.
I only have sisters.
I have a brother and a stepbrother.
I
They're
will-
pretty good.
I got them both.
All right.
I'll
Gotta throw my dad in there. I'm just saying.
as long as you can convince her brother to join in on this team
Okay.
too.
I've seen your brother. He's in.
He is.
She doesn't
He
have a
owns a
brother. I
business,
guess.
so probably he'd be willing to for the money.
I was just by his business too the other day, and I'm like, I'm gonna go in, and I was heading there, and then I'm like, you know what? It's also hot as hell outside, so
Too hot.
I'll
Too
wait till
hot.
winter.
too hot for an outdoor. Why do we have outdoor malls here? It's ridiculous.
It's craziness.
So I have a couple stories I want to talk about.
Oh, good.
The 420 games.
Oh, I saw a snippet of that.
The 420 games was started by a nonprofit group called Athletes for Care to show you that people who get high can still do shit.
Not me.
Anyway, they've done this already. They've had the 420 games before. This year, in 2017, there's going to be games in California, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Arizona. I think that's Maine, Florida, and Las Vegas, Nevada.
What?
In November, they haven't announced date or location yet, but I know that there's a rock concert involved. There's probably free weed involved. I believe there's
Can
kickball.
they-
Will Michael
involved.
Phelps? Will Michael Phelps be there?
Can they give free
They'd be
weed?
swimming with
Where
the
is
sharks.
it at?
It doesn't have. It's in very many states.
I think we have some type of rule here where they can't give free weed. That's why they got in trouble for passing. it out.
Hold on.
You
Hold
can't
on.
smoke it in public.
No, but that they
You
can't give free weed.
Oh,
Well, hold
companies cannot. I can give you free weed.
They might be able to barter. I also saw another quick story. I didn't get to hear it all, see it all, but there is I don't know what state or city, but there is a state or city or company that will give you a free bag of weed if you pick up litter.
Dude.
But it,
Where's this?
it wasn't my yard, my backyard,
How big is the bag of weed?
as big as you want it to be.
Okay.
She's got a little dog.
I have connections, so
So they wouldn't necessarily, if you are paying an entrance fee and part of what you get from your entrance fee is like, like if you pay for an entrance fee for a marathon, you get a T-shirt
A swag
and
bag.
medal. Yeah. If
Swag
part of
bag
the
of weed.
swag bag that you have paid to receive is a baggie of weed, then they're not giving you free weed. You are paying for the weed as part of this package you have purchased. What?
I still don't know if they can do that.
Well, I'm sure it would vary from state to state depending on the law.
Right.
But I'm gonna assume if you have something called the 420 games happening, there's gonna be
gotta
free
be
weed
something
floating around.
Right. So I can't. Maybe
Look,
I could be
pot
wrong,
smokers
but-
are the most generous people I know. If you show up at an event and there's pot floating around, all you got to do is like, "Can I get a hit of that?" No one ever says no. They just hand it to you.
You don't even have to ask.
You don't even
half
have
the
to know
time.
their name. Sometimes, yeah, that's right. Sometimes just like, here you go. They're the most generous fuckers I know.
I'm
Do you know
just
what the
so-
most commonly used word in the 1960s and 70s was in
Here?
America?
Puff, puff, pass.
Ear.
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 When I started going to concerts, I don't think I was straight for the first like 10 of them.
No.
And I never brought my own weed, so there you go.
Shit, most of these parties I go to now here in Las Vegas, I'll just be sitting around and be like, weed pen, pass it on. It's insane.
So there was, just speaking of
Weed.
although this veers much further out of weed. But there's a story, this happened on Sunday, where this girl was driving. She's 19. She was driving. She was live streaming on Instagram. She was drunk. They're still waiting to check what else she was on, but she was definitely under the influence. She had her 14-year-old sister in the back and her sister's friend, neither of which were wearing seatbelts. And in the video, she's, talking to the camera and this and that.
Not driving.
She flips the car. She crashes the car. She overturns the car, overcorrects it, and sends her sister flying and kills her sister. So now this family ultimately has lost their 2 children because she's going away for murder. But the video didn't stop. She continued recording. And she's saying, I killed my sister. Like, I'm going to go to jail now. I'm kind of sorry. I fucked up, but I'm going to go to jail. And then at one point, she's like, I don't fucking care. And just going on. So she was completely
Wasted.
Completely wasted. Like, that's beyond I know alcohol.
Intimately.
Intimately. And at no point with alcohol would I be like, I just killed my sibling. She's a little dead. I'm kind of sorry. I'm going to prison for life for this, but anyway, it kind of tied in because even though marijuana is legal here, you still can't drive under the influence.
Don't get high and drive, y'all.
And
I don't even know how people can. I can barely move when I'm high.
Right.
Let alone fucking get in a car and drive. I would make it to the door and forget what the fuck I was doing.
I think most accidents happen after somebody has had 2.5 to 3 drinks, so they think they're still rational
Sober.
of mind, and in the elevator or up the stairs, they'll stumble a little, and they'll go, no, I'm okay, and they get in their car and drive. I think that's when most accidents happen.
Well, and more people who drink will get behind the wheel than drive than people who smoke weed.
True that.
If they do get behind the wheel when they smoke weed, they're only doing 5 miles an hour.
And that's just to go to the 7-Eleven
Right?
for some
And we're like,
chips.
yeah, and we're like this the whole goddamn way. Was that a cop? Fuck, I know it was a cop. Was that a cop? No, motherfucker. It was a fucking Geo Metro. Just drive.
I think that's where Lyft and Uber are going to make a fucking fortune in this town.
Dude, I have
People are responsible.
I have seriously thought more and more of my friends are showing up to parties. Oh, did you drive? No, I Ubered it. I lifted it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they know they're going to drink and they want to get home safe.
I think
And
that's a
like,
great idea.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for all the Uber drivers and Lyft drivers that aren't coming to the parties. They're busy driving drunk ass motherfuckers home.
Hey, you go
Little-
where the money's at.
Little note for Tim, the Uber driver, Tim. Start packing munchies.
Yeah.
Like start putting like
Ooh,
little
yeah.
Cheeto
Corn
snacks.
chips.
Yes.
Have a
yes.
little
Get a-
rack, like how they have chips hanging,
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you need to, my friend Tim, I have a Costco card and you can go and get a variety pack box of mini bags of chips and then you can have whatever that motherfucker wants. He wants some Doritos, you got Doritos. He wants some Fritos, you got Fritos. He wants Cheetos, you got the Cheetos.
Going along with your story with the girl who killed his sister, there was a group of teenagers in, I think it was Florida, who laughed while the man drowned.
Videotaped it
I
watching
won't.
a man drown.
They've only
won't watch
videotaped
it.
2 minutes, 2 and plus minutes of it, but the man was drowning for 10 minutes and nobody called anyone.
They were saying, like, you're dying, man. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. You're going under. Shouldn't have got in the water.
And all the stories that I've read this week about it is they're blaming it on social media, and the fact that social media makes you want to put it all out there. And they were laughing for whatever social media they were on.
I'm going to tell you, on my social media page, I get videos of people recording other people saving people, not them
Right.
degrading people who are dying in the middle of their death throes.
Right.
The fact that, number one, these kids had the audacity, the ability, the coldness in their heart to record it.
The morality. Yeah.
The morality. And there were 4 of them. You can't tell me that the others didn't have phones where they could have called 911.
Mm-hmm.
Even if your friend is being a jack.
Right.
Fucking call 911.
Right.
You know,
and then holler to the guy, I can't swim, but we called, someone's coming, we're hang in there.
They did nothing of the sort.
Nothing.
In fact, they did nothing of the sort and said nothing to anyone. And the guy 3 days later was reported missing, and then his body was found the next day.
But they still didn't know until one of them posted it on social media.
No, one of them sent it to the victim's sister.
Okay.
Sent the video to the victim's sister, and she posted it on social media.
I knew it was posted, that's why. Okay.
I couldn't believe that when I read that. I'm like, why would she post that? But if it's to shame the boys, nothing's going to happen to them. There's
not
law.
a good Samaritan law in Florida.
There's no law in Florida that says you have to help any. Plus, they were between 14 and 16.
Then you know what you need to do, parents. Right. You need to bust out that paddle and beat the bejesus out of those. Put some morals into those boys. Take that motherfucker to church. I don't care if it's Jewish church or Christian church or Catholic church or Hindu church or fucking satanic church. I don't give a shit. Those boys need morals. They need something inside of them that has been fucking lost, and if they made it to 16 and it's lost, it got lost way before they became teenagers.
It's too late though. It's too late.
Yeah.
I mean,
those are our future elected officials.
I absolutely, agree that rehabilitation, is important and it's, valid and it's something that we need to focus a lot more on. But they watched a man die and did nothing
and felt no remorse.
They felt nothing in regards to it. I don't care if they were high or drunk or whatever. I don't think they've said if they were any of that. But even if they were, there was nothing inside of them. Yeah. And I thought, like, as a parent, I mean, my whole job is like, just, I don't want to raise an asshole. Like, that's my goal.
You also don't want to raise a psychopath or a sociopath either. So
I mean, even would beating be enough? I'm like, if one of those boys were my child, would like whooping their ass be enough? I can't imagine.
It makes you
on
wonder
top
about
of the
parents,
holy,
too.
well, that's the fucking nose right there. Is like that. Where did they learn that behavior? Because that's not something they were born with. Yeah. That's a learned behavior right there. So, on top of the world-renowned beating my child would get, he would now have to spend the rest of his days until he is no longer on my insurance plan or he is out of the fuck with my house. He will have to spend 20 hours every week volunteering, fucking somewhere, helping people, and he will have to get to know these people and fall in love with them. And I hope it's an old folks home so they die on his ass so that he has a broken fucking heart over and over and over again. That'll fucking teach you some morals.
Yeah. It was reported that they had gathered together there to smoke some weed. So,
but still, weed does not make you an incompassionate fucking nincompoop.
Right, it doesn't close your heart off and go.
No, weed makes me like super like I love everybody.
So I wanted to do a road rage story for the last thing, but there's going to be road rage incidents this week, probably from Sierra, so we'll cover that next week. Senator Collins called a rep who on talk radio said there's a bunch of women up in the Northeast that won't allow this health plan thing to go through. And she was caught on a hot mic saying, "Did you see who challenged me to a duel?" And the other rep that was with her says, "Yeah, you could beat the shit out of him." And she says, "He's huge. He's so unattractive. It's unbelievable. Did you see the picture of him in his pajamas next to the bunny, the Playboy bunny?" She like called him out for his looks and called him fat. Yeah. And, it was so. I'm not, she's not that great looking a person either, but
people in glass houses, yo. Don't be waving your ugly stick around, honey.
Right. When you have this kind of attitude, it was automatic. That was the first place that she went.
How ugly
when she started to insult, which is, we've all heard it. The very first place someone goes, the most common phrase that we have all heard is "fat bitch."
Right.
What was mine? Disgusting fat cow. Something. I just got called a fat cow earlier.
Yeah.
Recently.
I don't know what to say to that, except you're going to experience this at some time in your life if you're a bigger person.
Dude, if that is all they have,
Yeah.
that is all they will ever have.
They have all apologized to each other now, the rep and the senator and everything else. So,
Look,
Tim says, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I saw a person kill themselves, but sadly, we were too stupid to figure out what was going on. Well, they weren't, because they said, quote, you're gonna die, unquote.
they
They knew
knew
what
the
was
guy was dying.
Yeah.
Like, if you're just happen to be standing there, somebody did, out of the blue kills themselves, and you're like, oh shit. Like, that's totally different than you standing there going, hey, that dude's gonna kill himself. Let's not do anything.
Shouldn't have gotten
Let's
the water.
watch. Shouldn't have gotten depressed, man. Fuck you.
Got anything to say? We got 30 seconds.
Nothing. I already embarrassed myself enough. I'm
How
good.
did you embarrass yourself?
Well,
You didn't give up any information on Gary's dick.
I bet you it's a long schlong, too. Can we call
He
him?
is so gonna be
for,
mortified.
for the record, sir, we're saying it, not her.
Right.
She's being very.
We just like
No,
seeing her turn
for the
red.
record, I'm saying it. And just get fucking used to that, dude.
We are Sin City Bounty. Catch us next Tuesday live right here from WWDBTV.com. But you can see our videos and everything on CinCityBounty.com. And check out our Facebook pages. We all have them, profiles and pages. Toxie, Sierra, Fernie not yet. We'll have her make one so you don't inundate her personal stuff.
Oh, I
With
don't
your
let 'em.
fucking dick
I don't
pics.
let him.
With your dick pics. Oh, Jasper, I reposted your thing on teaching guys how to take dick pics.
Yeah, that
Good
thing's
on
been
you.
around
That
forever.
was awesome.
though. It's been around forever. It's not original.
Don't
Saying.
crap on my Jasper.
Okay, I'm just
I
saying.
thought
It's
it was
original,
awesome.
Jasper. You go.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty awesome. We like
I
it
love
anyway.
my Jasper. All right. We'll be back next
You
week.
meat eater, you.
We'll be back next week.
Toxie.
Alexia,
Fern, who won't be here next week.
we'll be here next week if
You're brave enough.
Yeah.
Later, bitches.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
we gotta.